Hi guys, today I'm going to teach about the chapter number 9, strategies for enhancement in the food production. The contents are animal husbandry, plant breeding, single cell proteins and tissue culture. Today let's learn about animal husbandry. The agricultural practice which involves in breeding and raising livestock is called animal husbandry. It deals with the care and breeding of livestock such as buffaloes, cows, pigs, horses, cattle, sheep, camels, goats and etc. that are useful for humans. Other than these, extended include poultry farming and fisheries. Fisheries is nothing but the rearing, catching and selling of the fish, molluscs such as shellfish and crustaceans like prawns and crabs. Most of these animals are used by humans for products such as milk, eggs, meat, wool, silk, honey, etc. More than 70% of the livestock in the world belongs to India and China, but contribution to the world farm is only 25%. Now, let's learn about the management of farm and farm animals. It is broadly classified into two things: dairy farm management and poultry farm management. Dairy farm management. Milk yield is dependent upon the quality of breed selected. Quality encompasses yielding potential and disease resistance. The cattle should be taken care of properly with proper accommodation, adequate water, feeding in a specific or the scientific manner, that is, the fodder quality, the hygiene, and the veterinary doctor who has to visit once in a week. All these processes nowadays have become mechanized and proper record keeping is formed. Now let's learn about the poultry farm management. Here poultry includes meat from birds such as chicken, ducks and turkey. The main emphasis is in poultry farming is the selection of disease-free and healthy breed. Here also safe farm conditions should be followed such as proper feed, water and the hygiene. What is this animal breeding called? Breed, a group of animals related by descent and similar in most characters such as general appearances and features. Breeding aims in increasing the yield of the animals as well as improve desirable characters in produce. Breeding is of two types: inbreeding and outbreeding. What is this inbreeding? The mating of more closely related individuals of the same breed for four generations is called inbreeding. Here, the superior males and the females are identified and mated. The superior females produce more milk per lactation, whereas the superior males give rise to superior progeny or the young ones. Inbreeding increases homozygosity. Now, what is homozygote? Homo means same, zygote, which gives us the pure line breeds. It accumulates superior genes but also threatens to accumulate harmful recessive genes as well. Continuous inbreeding may reduce fertility and productivity. There is such problem called as inbreeding depression. This inbreeding depression has a solution. The only solution is outbreeding. Now, outbreeding is broadly classified into three things: outcrossing, crossbreeding, and interspecific hybridization. What is this outcrossing? It is the mating between the animals of the same breed but not having a common ancestors for 4 to 5 generations. It is usually used for animals which have below average productivity and growth rate. Now, let's learn about crossbreeding. It is the mating between the superior male of one breed and the superior female of another breed. Superior qualities of both the breeds combine, and this is known as hybrid vigor. The progeny so formed is called the hybrid. A hybrid may be used as it is or may be further subjected to inbreeding. Example is Hisardale sheep. It is a hybrid of Bicanary eevees and the merino rams. Let's learn about the interspecific hybridization. Here, the males and females are different, but related species are mated. The progeny has the desirable features of both the species. The very good example for interspecific hybridization is mule. Mule is an interspecific hybrid of donkey and horse. Now, let's learn about the controlled breeding techniques. Under this, the first one is the artificial insemination. The definition for the artificial insemination is the deliberate introduction of the sperm into the female's cervix or the uterine cavity for the purpose of achieving pregnancy through in vivo fertilization by means other than sexual intercourse. Here, the semen is collected from the male directly and then injected into the reproductive tract of the female. The semen which is collected from the male can also be frozen for later use or used immediately. To improve the herd production, there is a program called MOET. M-O-E-T. Let's learn about it. MOET is abbreviated as Multiple Ovulation Embryo Transfer Technology. In this technology, cow is administered with FSH-like hormone called as follicle stimulating hormone, which induces follicular maturity and superovulation. In superovulation, instead of 1 egg per cycle, 6 to 8 eggs are produced per cycle. This is called as superovulation. The cow is either naturally mated with the superior bull or artificially inseminated. The fertilized egg is recovered at around 8 to 32 cell stages non-surgically and then transferred to the surrogate mothers. Using this technique, high milk yielding breeds of the females and lean meat yielding bulls have been bred successfully to increase the herd size in a short time. This technology is very popular and is used in cattle, sheep, rabbits, buffaloes, mares, etc. Now let's learn about apiculture. Apiculture, if you split, it's apis and culture. Apis is nothing but the genes of the honeybees with different subgenes. Apiculture is the practice of beekeeping. It includes the maintenance of beehives for the production of honey. The uses of apiculture could be honey, which has high nutritive value and medicinal value. Honeybees also produce beeswax that is used in preparation of polishes and cosmetics. The most commonly reared species is Apis indica, which is nothing but the Indian bees. Beekeeping is not labor intensive. It doesn't require much of labor. It is relatively easy but requires some specialized knowledge about the nature and habits of the bees, selection and suitable location for keeping beehives, catching and hiving of swarms, beehive management during different seasons, handling and collection of honey and beeswax. Now, let's learn about the last topic under animal husbandry, that is fisheries. Fisheries include catching, processing and selling of fish, shellfish and other aquatic animals like prawns, crabs, lobsters, edible oysters for food. Some of the freshwater fish which is used under fisheries are catla fish, rohu and common carp. Some of the marine fish which are included under the fisheries are hilsa, sardines, mackerel and pomfrets. Aquaculture and pisciculture are the technologies which are commercially used for rearing fish. The blue revolution is being implemented along the same lines as the green revolution.